Hello.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're from. How you doing? How are you, Linz?
Knackered.
Knackered. I'm knackered too. I got home at 7 o'clock. I had a quick shower, ate me tea, and now I'm sat here.
Very good. Well, I after my mini live, I went and did a bit of a gym session, and got on my bike and did some weights, and I'm absolutely pooped. It was a bad idea to try and fit that in the 1 hour that I had. Anyway, I'm here. Garry, do you want to do the
Should we
honours?
go through some
Go
welcomes?
through everybody?
Yes. Hiya, Leah. Good morning again. That's because you're probably with Lindsay at stupid o'clock, even more stupid o'clock.
Absolutely.
Hi, Pia. Oh, and that's another one again. I haven't seen that one because I've been out trimming, Linz. I haven't been able to catch that one up. Hi, Heather, from the Chile West Midlands. Angela Garberg, hiya. Again. I think there's going to be a theme. Leah, you started something. Hi, Caroline. Hello, warriors from around the world. Yes, hello to you all. Hi, Uta. Hi, Shannon from Canada. Hello. Is that Bibby Spotted? Hello again. Oh, it's Doe. It's Doe.
Oh, it's Doe.
Hi, Doe.
Hi.
Hi, Viviane from Germany. Hi, Becky from Chile, Cornwall. Yeah, hadn't been warm in Wiltshire either.
No.
When I got to my first client, it was covered in snow.
Oh, was it? Cool.
Yeah. Hi, Vivienne. Bonsoir. Hi, everyone from soon to be snowy. So the snow's coming to northern France, is it? We don't want it. We don't want it. Rachel won't want it. Lindsay would love it.
I would love it.
Rachel would hate it.
She would. I would love it.
Hi, Jeanette. Don't forget to hit the like and to subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, please,
Jeanette
guys.
says so.
Yes, please, guys.
Yes, please.
Oh, my signal's going funny.
Hi, Marianne. Liking the daily minis and the regular Tuesday, Thursday schedule. Yeah, we got to change it up a bit, haven't we? Keep you all on your toes. And I have to say, Lindsay doesn't work hard enough, so we had to give her some more work to do.
Yes, quite. Exactly. Ooh,
Hi, Viv. Morning from Surrey, Rotorua, New Zealand. I'm sure that's where my cousin lives. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, you say that every time. You must look it up.
I must look it up. Hi, Ulrika. Hello again.
Hello again.
Hi from snowy Derbyshire. Hi, Janine.
Hi, Janine.
Angie Medler. Hi again from an icy Virginia, USA.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Fiona. Missed the mini this morning, but I'm here for the big one. Oh, good. And I'm here. So you're all coming to see me, really, because you're fed up with Lindsay already.
I know, right? They've come to see you.
Clearly, they're not fed up with Lindsay. Clearly, they're not fed up with Lindsay because they've. Yes, indeed. Stupid work getting in the way. What truly want to be doing? Yeah, priorities, Fiona. Priorities.
Absolutely.
Hi, Marianne. Looking forward to seeing you on Friday. I've had a bit of a week.
Have you?
I have.
Tell us about your week. We'll say some more thank yous.
I don't think that I have had quite so many Phoenix Warriors that I've seen since I arrived and started trimming on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had consultations with new people, and they just wanted to make sure that they were on the straight and narrow. There was a lady today that's got a couple of dressage horses and a pony. You've seen the feet of the pony before, Coke can feet,
Oh
and
yeah.
not being very well trimmed, and all of them are super sound. And she was very much down the traditional route with her dressage horses
Yeah.
and struggling to get them moving the way that she would like them, and that the movement that they should be able to do but couldn't because of tradition.
Yeah.
And they are just going from strength to strength. And with this lady, she's very practical. She wants to be hands-on. I turn up every 6 weeks and give her a few little pointers, and she does all the trimming herself.
Oh wow.
And her horses are just going from one level to the next, to the next. There's healing to be still done, for sure, but the comfort in these horses and the way that they're moving and in their bodies,
I remember you
they're
talking
getting
about
stronger.
her. Yeah.
And the reason that I'm saying this is she says, do you know what? I have the lucky opportunity to work with you, but I've never met Lindsay. She is bloody awesome. Give her a blimmin' big hug.
Yay.
So, virtual hug.
Well, we're changing the world. My internet's playing up. You keep freezing on me. I don't know why that is. Do I freeze
right,
for
okay.
you?
No. My connect. Well, it looks to be fine.
It's you. I think it's me. I think it's me.
Yeah, but you're not going fuzzy or anything like that.
Oh, well, that's okay then. That's all right
then. Okay, so where were we? Hi, Therese. How you doing? Hi, Anne. How are you? Hey, loving the mini lives. Thank you. How many are you up to? Is it 7 or 8?
7 today.
You see, because I think just because I like things in order, really, your lives should go from the 1st of January, so I know exactly where it goes.
They are going from first. It's the 7th today.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So they are, but then once you get to February, it's not going to be.
Oh, it's going to go all to cock, isn't it? Yeah. It's not going to be.
But yeah, they are going every day. God knows, I must be mental.
You must be mad.
Must be mad.
And how's the mini bit working for you, Liz?
Not well.
Oh, okay. Should we leave it there?
Yeah, I write myself some notes that I think will last me sort of 10-15 minutes, and then I just go off on one. So I end up talking for half an hour.
But everybody loves it when a Lindsay goes off on.
I don't
know. Hi, Heidi. Loving the. Oh, I lost her. I'll keep going. Hi, Nina from Norway. Hi, Erin, again from Ohio. Goodness me, how many people are joining us? Goodness, we got 46 people watching right now. Hi, Dawn from Wales. How you doing? This is going to be a challenge for me to remember everybody. Hi, Meta. How you doing? Hi, Carol from Canberra in Australia. Oh, it must be early there. Oh, Lindsay's just messaged me and she says she's just had a power cut. Hang on. It's all right, we can cope. Hi, Celia. Yeah, we've only just started, Celia, so you haven't missed much. We're just saying hello to everybody. Hi, Dawn. Rachel liked my snowy hoof photos, Garry, on the Phoenix page. I bet she didn't. Well, she probably did because it was in Wales. Because if it was in France, she wouldn't be liking it very much at all. Rachel's a bit allergic to snow. She can't stand it. I don't mind it. I'd love to go on a skiing holiday, but fat chance of that. Oh, hi Celia. Yes, you made it to the live. Hi Jenny. Welcome. Hi, I just got back from a snowy Derbyshire. It was a blizzard up there. Hi Adele. How you doing? Good to see you here. Hi Claire. Claire's from Scotland. Hi Janine. Yes, Adele. Tricky drive back from Sheffield. We had snow today, but nothing like in the Midlands. It was just a light covering. Ashley K. Hey from Arizona. Hi Ashley. Excuse me. Hi Dawn, what part of Wales are you from? I can't remember. I'm sure Dawn will let us know. Excuse me. I've obviously ate my dinner too quick. And here's Ramona from Spain. Right, I'm hoping Lindsay's going to come back because I have no idea what we're going to talk about. What was Lindsay's live about today? Should I go in and have a quick look? Bear with me. Oh, it was all about maximizing movement. So what did you oh, Lindsay's just messaged me again. Hold on a second. Oh, she's not feeling so good. So that's called exercise, that is. It's no good for your health, you know. Right, where have you gone? Oh, Dawn's from Powys. Yes, it was movement. So what did you learn? Lindsay's gone through quite a lot, hasn't she, so far, and movement, how the hoof naturally wears and how much movement is really important for horses, and as much as they can get. And not all horses get that, do they? I think if it's one, our horses do really quite well, and they're not on a massive piece of land. But if it's one thing that we wish we could increase, is probably movement. Even though there's 10 of them, 10 of them are all living in the same space. But it's that balance, isn't it? You have a certain amount of space, or you have them on potentially unhealthy pasture. And we've got some really sensitive horses. That's why they came to us. So it's about balancing that grass, isn't it? The grass and the unhealthiness that comes with grass as such, and how you increase movement but have the species appropriate diet at the same time. It's quite a balancing act, isn't it? And some of us have a bit more choice than others. Delivery yards aren't always the same, are they? Some people have their own land, which is a much more manageable and much more well, these people are lucky. We class ourselves as very lucky. Being able to have our horses on our own land means we can do what we want. So horses in captivity have and their owners have certain limitations. I think that if there's one thing that we would like to change, and a number of countries are doing this already, is stopping horses from being kept on their own and effectively being stalled. It really does mess with their head. The thing is, horses are so compliant, aren't they? Just because we can, doesn't mean we should. Okay, let's see what's we've got some comments. So thank you, Lisa. Yes, movement. Movement, I think. Thank you, Celia. Dawn comes from Powys. How important movement is for circulation as well as hoof health. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I was talking to somebody the other day, and she had stabled her horse because of an abscess. And I said, well, what did you do that for? Because they were poulticing and all of that kind of stuff. And the abscess was on the front, but she was having leg filling at the back, and causing issues there because standing still, doing nothing. And because the horses have got no muscle from the knee or the hock down, they can fill. Now, if that fill was happening on the leg that the abscess was in, they would think that it was the abscess that was causing that filling. Well, it's not. It's actually the lack of movement. So yeah, it's really important for horses to have movement, for sure. Their bodies and the way that Mother Nature created them was for constant, gentle movement with bursts of energy. That's basically what they need. That's basically what they need. Oh, hi, Stella. Carol. So what's Carol got to say? Hi, I've been tweaking my track to encourage more movement and distribution of hay in different areas, and it seems to have almost doubled their movement. It's interesting, isn't it? When you provide a small amount of their food in many places, and that can be free choice, it can be in nets, it can be in boxes, you can get a little bit adventurous, come up with different ideas. If you've got hedgerows, a lot of people actually put a pile of hay in the hedgerows so they can actually pull the hay out of the hedgerows. Oh, excuse me. Then you can distribute that food and do environment enrichment. We've got mounds where we've had safe building rubble, and we've had to dig up parts of the property. Nothing goes to waste as long as it's safe. And then we might put some stone on the top, and then the horses can go up and climb up them. They love all that, and it doesn't matter whether they're the Shetlands or our biggest, which is Clydesdale Warmblood. They're up there. The donkey they all go up there. The donkey goes up there. It's nice to see them up in the air. I suppose some of the mounds, when they were probably first put up, they were probably about 6 foot tall. They've been squished a bit now. They need topping up. Again, not always possible for people if it's not your own land. And interesting that just distributing the hay in slightly different areas has increased their movement. That's awesome. Well done, Carol. Yeah, movement and mental health. Mental health is so important. We talk about it a lot in humans, but it's the same with animals. I did a lot of work with dog training and behavior in the past, and dogs having natural outlets to use their brain. Horses need exactly the same. Horses need exactly the same. When I say the same, I mean the same for the species. It's almost like don't buy a terrier and don't expect it to terrier. It just is a you can't do that, can you? It just switches them off. Just like horses are meant to roam and move and keep their body moving. It's their own way of doing physio, isn't it? Something may go wrong. I have to keep going. I have to keep moving, and they're doing their own physio, which is really important. I could go to the group page. There's a couple of tricky ones. I think we'd all be interested in your perspective on. One from Kathy Harvey and one from April. Now, I believe that because this goes out on YouTube, the only way that we will go through stuff on the Phoenix page, obviously we'll comment, because this goes out on YouTube. Unless somebody puts on the post, we are happy for this to be discussed, or they get on a live, we're not going to discuss this because it goes public. After recent events and things being shared and things getting very stressful, we find it's of utmost importance to protect all of our Phoenix warriors and our members. We don't want that to be happening again. It's a little bit restrictive. I get that. But yes, unless people actually come and or give permission, we won't be going through their posts because this is public. Okay. Hi, Adele. I didn't see it, but only one horse I've seen today was okay weight. All lovely cuddles, but they need to move more for sure. Yes, I have to say in this country, and I found it really hard when I first moved to France because I was in France and then I see the horses and then I come to the UK and they're all overweight. But then I'd spend a fortnight here and I'd go home and I think all the horses were skinny. There is a big difference between the UK and the rest of the world from what I can see with regards to their weight. More movement, and it is about calories in and calories out. Excuse me, I've got to have a drink. I've got a frog in my throat. So yeah, like Adele says, even on a track, they could do with getting out and getting more mileage. And that's a bit difficult as well if we've got compromised horses, isn't it? They're not always sound enough to go out. So it's about a balance, isn't it? It really is. So Dawn, yes, movement and how essential it is for all round health of the horse. Yeah, friends create health, don't they? Friends create movement, mental health, physical health. I've been thinking, I had a discussion today with a lady, what would an ideal herd be? Now we always say that a herd is two, and that is good, because horses really shouldn't be kept on their own because they're a herd animal. It affects them mentally, affects their sleep pattern or lack of, and can have a detrimental effect, albeit very quietly, because, like I said before, horses are very compliant animals, aren't they? But I was thinking about what the size of an ideal herd is, and between 5 and 10 is ideal. Not that I would say you have to all go out and get another 3 or 4 horses, because they cost a lot of money to keep, don't they? But if we had a choice, the bigger herd, the better, because the more horses there are, the more interaction there is, the more movement there is. So yeah, I suppose that's why we ended up with so many and lots of them being rescues. Okay. Oh, Lindsay's put a post up. Hello, going to heckle from the sidelines as internet is really playing up. Well, I have to say, Lindsay, I didn't have anything planned, but they're all giving me something to talk about. So thank you, everyone. Do you have any experience or have you seen horses get laminitis through emotional stress, such as going away from home on their own to clinics, etc.? I can't say that it would go down to laminitis as such, but if there were underlying stresses, and the horse was just on a level of coping, and then something else happened to just tip them over the edge, you could be fooled into believe that it was that tip that was the underlying cause, as opposed to all the other little things. So I equate it to a pot. So a pot of water on a stove or on a little tripod, and you have all of these little things of inflammation or stress, whether that be mental, physical, dietary. All of those things could be a little tea light that goes under the tripod of the pot, and then you just add another one, and then it boils. So it ends up being in layers. So you end up having to be a bit of a detective. And was the diet and management right? Is everything at home as good as it can be? So when we do take them into a slightly out of their comfort zone, into a stressful situation, they're better placed to cope. And of course, when things are new, it is very stressful. But once they've got used to doing little outings and stuff like that, then the stress levels come down. And I think in life, we have to push ourselves just that little bit, don't we? Because a certain amount of stress and encouragement and challenge is healthy. Otherwise, we'd never get anything done. Similar for the horses, but I wouldn't say taking them out to a clinic or anything like that would trigger laminitis. I would say that it was probably the last straw or that last little tea light that made the pot boil. Oh, good question. Good question. I wonder why you ask. What is your experience? Tell us more. Hi, Pia. Lindsay said last time that we wouldn't go through. Oh, yes, that's okay. So you just repeated what I said. That's fine. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Hi, Angela. How you doing? And Buster the Gypsy Cob. Hello, Vicky from Devon. How you doing? And Jeanette, I saw Melanie's update post with her poor pony's injury. What do you think about the vet's advice at 3-week stall rest? That's an interesting one. I've seen the pictures, but I haven't actually read what the vet said. So that one, I'm sorry, I can't comment. I've been very busy out trimming. The stall rest, when there's an injury like that, there has to be a certain amount of protection. But I think the stall rest needs to be minimal because you want circulation, because circulation needs to get down to those feet. But like I say, I've very quickly looked at the pictures, so I can't really comment. I can't even make out at the moment in my head the extent of the damage. So I'll take a ticket on that one. As both of mine are retired now, this is from Dawn. I let them have free run of the arena, and boy, do they play in it or what? I love watching them play and have fun. I am blessed to have this space for them. Yeah, it's great. It is. It's good. And I think sometimes it's nice to have a space that is, if it's always available to them, do they always use it? It's almost sometimes you want a space that they can have a treat. So it's almost, oh my goodness, this is a space that we haven't had access to before. Oh, let's go in there and have some fun. You know, it's like a little treat. But both works really well. Particularly if you've got your horse is on a track and it's not fully surfaced, and they can go somewhere, excuse me, that is surfaced and gives them that opportunity to let rip. Yeah, really good, really good. Hi, Charlie, Catherine. Don't worry, Jeanette, it's not a problem. Thank you for continuing to keep the page a safe place. Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but we have to. We have to. People that come to us need to really be safe. It's one of our top priorities. Hi, Joe. How are things in New Zealand? Hi, Shannon. When I got my Mini years ago, I was told he couldn't be with big horses because of different dietary needs. I put up to track and haven't had problems even with him in pasture with them. Movement is key. Yeah, and I have to say, if there was one thing that you could do to add more movement is add a Mini. Because Minis are really cheeky and they keep everything moving. Now we've got 2 Minis, a Shetland. I'm going to have to make sure I don't forget anybody now. So 2 Minis, a Shetland, a Section A, 2 Appaloosas, Cob Warm Blood, Arab Cross, Clydesdale Cross Warm Blood, and a Poitou Donkey. Yeah, I remembered them all. And they all live together. The ones that do the hooning around and winding everybody up are the Minis and the Section A. So I would get cortisol is a huge factor. Indeed, indeed. So Adele, another Phoenix warrior has just had that very situation, but it is encouraged abscess to pop and maybe speed up healing. The pony moved homes and was laminitic before. Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Oh, missing lives as 3 horses here. This is from Joe in New Zealand at Royals Rehab and Trimming. But rain here this morning, so I'm inside. Yay, hate missing all these fab lives. Oh, bless you. And you're doing some grand work there, Joe. Absolutely awesome. Love seeing the updates. Hi, Jenny. One question from me. How should one handle pockets in the frog? Right, okay. When the pocket is in the layers of the frog from the back of the hoof, if you know what I mean. Yes, I know what you mean. It's almost like they're little divots, aren't they? Quite deep and get filled with mud. I think it's a case of if it can get filled with mud, but it can quite easily get out, leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's a bit like if you've got a rye foot, sometimes the hoof can fold over the collateral grooves, usually on one side more than the other because the hoof is slightly twisted. And a bit like the bars folding over. You want to leave those spaces open, but without excessively carving. You don't want to excessively carve anything really, because if the horses are out getting lots of movement, they'll pretty much look after themselves. But at times, particularly when weather changes, things have to change in the hoof, and the frog does shed at certain times. If it's loose, if it's flappy, if something can get stuck right in there but not get back out, then you want to have a little tidy up. But I'm not one for carving out nice, neat triangles because you don't actually know how much thickness is there. So it's only take off the bits that look as though they're untidy. And sometimes when you're trimming, the rasp goes over the bit of the frog. That can sometimes help to tidy it up a little. But it depends where the frog is in relation to the heels. So in short, really, you don't want to be picking around, but you want to, if it can go in and it can fall out, the horse will sort itself out. And just make sure that there's no thrushiness going on in there. Good question, Jenny. Dawn, they have it in the day only, and they're on their little track and a shed at night. So they love going in there, having a roll and a play. They get so much more movement than how I used to keep them before. It's interesting, isn't it? It's grand, fantastic. Good job. And I expect they've got quite used to you at certain times of the day going and opening up that space so they can have a proper good hoolie around to play, and then maybe even asleep. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, bless you. Teamwork, Joe. Teamwork makes the dream work. Any tips for increasing circulation when a horse is in too much pain to walk on a track? Okay, so first of all, I'm wondering why they're in too much pain. So I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your particular case. Now, if we're in a recovering stage, so we'll assume that, there's one thing that I would offer for horses that can't move enough because of pain, inflammation, injury, all of those things, and that's peppermint essential oil. It's one thing that can help keep everything in the body moving, circulation, even the gut, all of those things, but not force fed. This is just put in a so they have access to the oil, the essential oil, if need be. So that can be a 2-gallon bucket with about 10, 20 drops on the top. Make sure that you don't have it in direct sunlight. If you do, you have to replace it every day because obviously oil can go rancid. You don't want that happening. And even if it did, they wouldn't take it. But it means that they can take what they want. And if you wanted to try it, get some peppermint essential oil, some hot water. For us humans, you only need 2 or 3 drops on the top, and then gently sip it, and you will just feel your body fill with peppermint, and it highlights the circulatory system when they're not able to move as much. But that's movement is key, but it can help with circulation if their movement is somewhat compromised. So yeah, that I can't think of anything else with regards to the circulation. But even just moving a small amount, so if they're really uncomfortable, if they can just gently take their time, even if you're putting them in boots, that will still get that circulation moving from one small part of hay to another small section of hay. Anything that we can do to encourage that gentle movement is to be encouraged. I hope that helps. Okay, Pia, what can you do with periopal grown all the way down to the heel and covering them? or do nothing. Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to see a picture. Well, the periopal is just like your cuticle, isn't it? Now, if it was around the front of the foot, we might buffer it off just a little bit, but obviously steering clear of the coronet band. There's no reason why you can't do that around towards the heels, but you wouldn't go round the back of the heel, but where the heel bulbs are. I would probably just leave it if it was particularly if it was around the back. Other than that, just a light rasp with the fine side of the rasp. If it was on the hoof wall, is what you're talking about. But leaving that about that much above where the coronet band is, you don't want to be touching the coronet band. And it is just cosmetic, really, just cosmetic. I'm sure it probably only happens at certain times of the year, and then when the weather changes and the ground changes, it disappears, I would imagine. Good question. Okay, well, that's all the questions done. If you've got anything else to ask me, then feel free. If not, I'm going to call it a day. I hope Lindsay's feeling better. So we're going to be back on Thursday. So no live tomorrow, but we're going to be back on Thursday. So this is our new our new schedule. Lindsay's going to be doing her live every day, her mini live. And yes, we're going to come together on every Tuesday and Thursday at the same time. Okay, we got some extra bits coming on. I missed which essential oil. Oh, peppermint. Peppermint essential oil, and you want it as pure as you can get it. Some suppliers tend to mix it with other cheaper type oils. You want it as pure as you can possibly get it. And if your horse wants it, it's probably better to offer it in a bucket, but with a 2-gallon bucket filled with water, nice clean water, and just put drops on the top. Now, if you think that your horse needs a bit more than that, because you turn up and then all of the water's gone, you can offer the drops in your hand. Do a spot check first. Very rarely some people can react to essential oils. They're quite strong. I've never known anybody react to peppermint though, but you never know. So do a spot check first. And they can take it direct off your hand, so you can put drops on neat. And it'd be interesting to see whether they take it using the top of their tongue or the bottom of their tongue. That would be interesting. Usually when they use the bottom of their tongue, that is because they want it to go into the bloodstream quicker. If they'd use the top of their tongue, it's more to go through and in towards the gut. So yeah, the route of administration, so to speak. Mini zoopharmacognosy lesson there. So yes, it was peppermint. Oh, thank you. Hi, Laura. You come in at the end. You might have to rewatch. Sorry. Garry, would it be possible to do a brief list of the essential oils and what they are good for, etc., please? I will put it on my list. I will put it on my list. But when I get going, because there are so many essential oils and they do so many good things, the list would be endless. But I could do a list of the favorites, should I say? But it wouldn't be extensive. Otherwise, that would be a whole, probably a 12-month course. Ulrika says, no workout on Tuesdays or Thursdays, Lindsay. I think, Lindsay, you've been told off. You are not allowed to do a workout between 6 and 8 o'clock UK time. I hope I haven't done that bad a job, Ulrika. Libby says thank you. You're very welcome. Pleasure. Oh, thanks, Leah. Look forward to seeing you. I think I'm seeing you soon, aren't I? On our trim tutorial. I saw an appointment pop up in my calendar. Look forward to it. That would be lovely. Thanks. I'll add it to my list. Oh, now we've got onto oils. Great lad, Garry. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I hope Lindsay's feeling better soon. And I hope you enjoyed today. It's 15 minutes short, but thank you for bringing me your questions and helping me create this live. Awesome job. Right, we'll see you on Thursday, and I'll make sure that Lindsay has not done a workout beforehand. All right. Take care now. See you soon.